This stream was made possible thanks to my amazing Patreon supporters, so thank you all so much for your support, and a great big thanks to the Dastardly DMs, Whimsical Wisp and Moxie the Demon. This stream was made possible thanks to my amazing Patreon supporters, so thank you all so much for your support, and a great big thanks to the Dastardly DMs, Whimsical Wisp and Moxie the Demon. This stream was made possible thanks to my amazing Patreon supporters, so thank you all so much for your support, and a great big thanks to the Dastardly DMs, Whimsical Wisp and Moxie the Demon. Penguin. This stream was made possible thanks to my amazing Patreon supporters, so thank you all so much for your support, and a great big thanks to the Dastardly DMs, Whimsical Wisp and Moxie the Demon. This stream was made possible thanks to my amazing Patreon supporters, so thank you all so much for your support, and a great big thanks to the Dastardly DMs, Whimsical Wisp and Moxie the Demon. This stream was made possible thanks to my amazing Patreon supporters, so thank you all so much for your support, and a great big thanks to the Dastardly DMs, Whimsical Wisp, and Moxie the Demon. This stream is sponsored by Patreon Supporter Legends. Are you ready to embark on an adventure in the world of Corda Ren? Join us as we delve into the realm of fantasy and imagination, where heroes are forged and legends are born. With our exclusive Patreon tiers, you can become part of the action like never before. From the local hero tier to the esteemed Dastardly Dungeon Master tier, there's a level for every aspiring adventurer. Unleash the power of iconic characters such as Scorpion from Mortal Kombat, Joker from DC, or even my favourite, Spampton from Deltarune, with our custom stat blocks and character options. Whether you're a seasoned veteran or a novice hero, there's always room for you in our expanding universe. Immerse yourself in a world of intrigue, danger, and magic as you embark on thrilling quests and daring escapades. Join forces with fellow patrons, battle fearsome foes, and claim your rightful place among the supporter legends. So what are you waiting for? Take the first step on your journey today. Visit our Patreon page and become a legend in your own right. Adventure awaits, hero. Will you answer its call?
Born at 10:30 on March 31st, so...
It's a birthday, not birth time.
Precisely, thank you.
Okay,
That
first of all...
That was Kassan saying that, not playing, so it's...
First of all, fuck you. Second of all, how dare you?
That's the type of actually that I want.
Alright, could we get a recap, please, from, let me pick out of a hat, Wisp.
Oh, are you sure
right.
you picked that out of a hat?
Who knows? Let me see. So, last time we started off, we were actually in the camp. We may or may not have had a wolf try to steal food. We're not 100% sure on that. The only person who is Wakefield.
And dead men tell no tales.
Dead men tell no tales. So we, let me see. We were hearing stories about a person who died in a mine collapse. And we went down there to kind of see, what was going on with there. Sigurd and Corda were kind of digging out just enough to make a crawl space to kind of get in. We saw a couple of ghouls. We killed a couple of ghouls. Kason, seeing that there was a portal to hell at the bottom and a demon was crawling out, Kason was like, "It's not ready yet, go back down." And he said, "Fine." And then we got the worst sentence ever uttered, or one of them, which is "virgining hellhole," which was interesting. I did write it down. We snuck up on some more of them. I bonked one with a skillet. Let's see what else we got here. There was a hill giant. Big giant thing there. And then we met a couple of survivors. Before we killed the hill giant, we met a couple of survivors, which one of them said something about I can't believe you work for Coogan, which don't know what that means yet. But then we found Rune Rest trying to bring her husband back, and Enna was like, "Nah," and just put her to sleep. And so now
have to kill her.
Yeah, we didn't. And then Kason contacted Kuth on how to also help her because she also is a taken one. And I think that's where we left off.
Alrighty.
Did I miss anything in particular?
Wakefield fucking killed a man.
Yeah, he put a necklace
with the
around that Genasi and just kind of...
Technically, he took him to the Shadow Realm, okay?
Yeah.
Sent a man to hell.
That's, yeah. Oh, I did, no, I did have that. I had Wakefield kidnaps the Genasi, and then that line is said. Okay.
Yes.
I was scanning the notes, but you guys have the notes, right?
The only thing I've been writing notes in character as Corda, so...
I've noticed, I like them.
Yeah,
In other words, you've not been writing notes.
Corda's note of that was, Wakefield teleported a fireman out of the safe sanctuary, the bastard could have teleported us into here the whole time.
That sounds like something Corda would do.
Did I just hear somebody's Final Fantasy 14 queue pop?
Maybe while you were waiting, I went ahead and started a thing, and so I have literally 3 minutes left of this thing. Sorry.
I'm not doing microtransactions in the game.
Started, I had a wait queue going on, and
I see you in the finals there, bro.
They finally added the lollipop sledgehammer back.
Alright.
I've been waiting for that since the beta.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this session for weeks. Get me in.
Sorry. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Right. So we immediately left off.
Oskhamar.
So that woman that we helped, if I recall correctly, did Kasson do something to help her with like the mark so that she's not?
Yeah, I scribed an inverted mark on her neck, which
and that was the extent. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I'm assuming we took it out with us.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I hope
It's
so.
not bad. Nah, I just like that.
So yeah. You, I'm assuming you took her out with you. Okay. So. As you emerge from the depth of the mines, you are greeted once again with the hot and dry air of the city of Oskhamar.
I cannot wait to leave this hot infernal place.
The soft glow of the lava casts eerie shadows across the city, and amongst the throng of daily life, you spot a group of anxious figures awaiting your arrival. Lemmy, Shaq the generator,
Let me check the generator. I forgot about that. I have it written somewhere.
Yeah.
Lemmy
There it is.
Lemmy approaches. He walks up and and sees that you're carrying Runres. Oh, thank the heavens! Every single individual one of them. He says, "You find her, and and also we heard an awful sounds, an awful ruckus coming from down the mine shaft. It echoed all the way out. Is everything all right?"
Well, this woman's alive, and I imagine Corda's the one carrying her, so she is carrying her over her shoulder, and then basically swings her around into like a princess type carry. It's like, she's no deed, that's for sure. But if that hell troll down there had gotten to her, it might have been a different story.
Hell troll? Oh.
But we're not 100% sure what it was, but it's dead.
Regardless, at least know that the area that we checked has been cleared out.
Oh, so there were. Kasson's just like throwing shit about.
He's beating the shit out of Liquid Flame, trying to get him to wake up.
Yeah,
Open up that tin can.
It's like the can's not moving.
I baked mac and cheese for Easter tomorrow, and was just putting plastic stuff on top of it so it can go in the fridge.
I like to imagine that's also
Easter
in
tomorrow?
character.
It's Easter tomorrow, dude. It's Easter in 30 minutes.
Yeah, no, this is the second time my birthday has fallen on Easter.
Oh my gosh, another 31st?
Yeah.
It'll never happen ever again.
So many. I've got like 5.
So yes, that's sorry.
Yep.
I was distracted by the noise.
What were you saying?
Something about Lemmy.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Sorry.
So Lemmy. Oh yes. Yeah. So he says, so there were monsters down there after all. And he looks at Runres and he looks kind of sad and deflated, and as Runress is essentially passed out in your arms, and he leans in, and it looks like kind of a compassionate moment where he's worried about her, and then he slaps her. He slaps her like not the way she's positioned in your arms. As
Yeah, he's gonna have to jump up.
yeah, basically, I guess he slaps her forehead more than anything, right? And she awakes with a start, but she's still like very groggy and not quite with it. And he says to her, "I told you not. I told you shouldn't have gone down there, run this. What were you thinking?" And still in her groggy state, she doesn't respond, but instead you see her eyes roll back momentarily before she says, "Only the taken can prevent the hills from rising." And then her eyes kind of roll back, or roll forward again, and she like passes out again. And Lemmy just looks at her, looks back up, and goes, "Fuck's she talking about?"
Fuck knows, mate.
Who knows?
Alright, well,
Corda looks over at Kasson and is like, should we tell him about the voodoo shite?
Anna was about to say something, and then Corda and you two just denied everything, so she's keeping her mouth shut.
There was some level of mind control involved. It may not have been entirely her fault for wandering down deep. We're not quite certain all of the details. Best to keep an eye on her, though, in case there's residual effects.
I see. Well, thank you very much for finding her. We'll tie her up good and proper, make sure she don't go wandering again until she's better. How's that sound? He slaps her in the head again. And while he's slapping her, you can tell that it is more of a friendly thing, but it's still got a little bit of like anger
Wake the
behind
fuck
it.
up.
Yeah, you can still feel it.
She, like Lemmy and two other dwarves come over and basically put their hands out to become a makeshift
Barrier.
To pull her away.
Corda hands it over to her and pats her hands down.
And they thank you very much, and they say, Lemmy gives you one last thing, which is we don't have much to give, but we did put some of our money into the Adventurers Guild, so there should be a reward up there waiting for you.
Aye, we better go check in with the fellow that told us to come down here.
I see. We very much appreciate that.
I'm glad that we were able to help you all out.
That coin's good for the troubles, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Well, yes, I suppose so, but coin is not really my concern. I'm more concerned about helping these people.
Yeah, there's always.
Right, so as you begin to make your journey back up towards the to the entrance where the Adventurers Guild is, where the guild hall is, rather. You are you see a group of mercenaries heading towards you. They wear the Adventurers Guild badge, but beyond that, they don't have a lot of they don't have a particular uniform about them. They are escorting a bound, shackled figure through the bustling streets in your direction. They're clearly heading towards the staircase to head down towards, presumably, the prison.
Oh, what's all this about?
Is there anything particularly notable about this figure?
No,
It's not Kuth,
really.
is it?
No, it's not Kuth. It's
Okay.
it appears to be a half-elf, although he has the tops of his ears clipped off, which is in some parts of the world, particularly in Oricora, the old world. Some half-elves would remove their ears to hide their heritage. Other than that, just some tattoos and stuff. And he's got definitely a bit of a criminal look to him. Anyway, he's got a shaved head and stuff like that there. So let's make him look as criminal as possible.
All the stereotypes, all in one
All
basket.
of the
Yeah.
stereotypes.
Yeah,
Shaved head.
Very careful what you say here, D, okay?
I know.
So can...
Right.
Normally,
So
as they're approaching us, we can't see his back. Corda whispers over to the other group. It's like, if that fella's going to the prison, you reckon he was taken?
Could be.
Would we be able to see back
Yeah.
back as he's walking by us?
well, as he is moving past you with the group of mercenaries holding him, his eyes widen in terror as he looks at you. Before this, he was fighting to try and pull away from them as much as he could. Upon seeing you, your group, he basically hides behind the guards and says, "Okay, all right, just take me to prison. I don't. Just don't let the Cliffwater cannibal anywhere near me."
And as Sigurd hears this, he's just kind of like, I'm assuming we're along the pathway, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna walk to the opposite side of the pathway from them and kind of just leer at him.
Holy fuck! Hello, mate.
Is he looking at anybody in particular?
He's specifically looking at Sigurd.
Relax.
Cliff
You're
water
no
cannibal.
Hanoi. You're perfectly safe.
Perfectly
cannibal.
safe, my ass.
Corda smiles about a second. It's like, good to see you made a name for yourself in that wee time.
Sigurd just kind of goes, maybe not for the right things, but who knows? Maybe it will come in handy.
The Adventurers
How is it
Guild.
cannibalism if it's not another Hanoi?
Well,
That thought's gonna keep Corda awake all night.
And people eat beasts and monsters. So if a fiend eats a person or a person eats a fiend, does that count? What if a person eats a fiend who had just eaten a person?
You reckon we should have tried
Ooh.
to cook those things that we killed then?
You're kind of right, Kassan. I didn't think about it like that.
if you eat a ghoul that used to be a person but is now an undead, is that cannibalism?
If you eat a
If
ghoul
you're a
that used-
human or whatever the undead is,
if you eat
maybe.
a ghoul that used to be a person, but it's now undead, how bad is the stomach pain you get?
Goodness me, is this normal talk for people outside?
By the way, my
Wait,
question was
what if you
posed to you by
polymorph
someone
a
that was
person?
just randomly next to you for a moment.
Then
I kind of look at that person, I go to give him a high five.
polymorph them into a banana. It's bananabalism.
Alright, let's get you home, Grandad.
Yes, the radiation would kill you.
So this guy's shit scared a second.
Yes, he is terrified of Sigurd as he shouts the Cliffwater Cannibal multiple times. The Adventurers Guild members look over and they take a good hard look at Sigurd as well. But
Sigurd just shrugs and shows them the ingredients he has in his bag, and that there's no human meat in there, or Thanoi meat. There's just
Far more
mostly
intimidating than you think
vegetables.
it would be.
Yeah, yeah. I imagine.
he's a cannibal. You just like show them that you carry ingredients with you, like you're about to make a soup.
Oh no,
that's too
guys,
cold.
I have meat.
I hope they can see the chef's hat.
I mean, the
I
chef's
have
hat makes it worse. You're just always walking around ready to cook.
Oh wait,
You're a cannibal.
dear God!
Right, so yes, they continue past, but as they move past, you may make a perception check to see if he has a mark in the back of his neck. Like I said, he's going to shoot.
Sigurd is okay. Sigurd is specifically gonna try. Where is perception? There it is.
I'm just too busy thinking about that cannibalism question.
I don't know if Sigurd gets the best.
I think we see.
Oh my gosh! Well, Kason sees all.
Okay, that settles it. I'm getting expertise in perception at 4th level.
Yeah.
Right, and you just always say, "Kazan sees all."
Look at him. He's a good oracle.
I see with eyes made of crab.
I see you.
So yes, both Anna and Kasan are able to get a good look at it, at the back of his neck, and see absolutely no mark of the taken there. He does have just like tattoos running up his neck, but nothing like that. So
You should really have that mole looked at by a professional. It looks about 3 months from going malignant.
it's just like obviously you keep company with the Cliffwater Cannibal, so like you examining his moles just makes him like want to move away faster. It's a fucking mole, not a Cocoa Pop. Leave me alone. Alright, so and with that they continue down the stairs and away from sight. You do see that there are the people in the immediate vicinity have like took a step back from y'all, though. With the whole like that guy's a cannibal thing.
Oh well.
Oh well. So, you may continue on to the Adventurers Guild, or if there's anything else you want to do before that, we can do that.
Sean's going to walk back over to the goldsmith and pick up that gilded acorn.
As you guys do that, Corda will say, "I'll catch up with you at the Adventurers Guild. There's 2 places I want to check out first, and obviously you can do the goldsmith."
Awesome. All right. So
I feel like I'm just gonna try and follow them.
you try and follow them both in different directions.
Wait, where's everyone going again?
Corda is going to the shady shop and the tattoo shop.
Okay. And where was Kason going?
To the jewelers.
I'm gonna follow Kason to the jewelers.
Okie doke. So
Anna will trail Corda from a distance. Because
What, you don't trust her?
well, it's the fact that I see you going back to that shady dealer, and the fact that they're shady people. She doesn't want you getting in a fight.
Oh, you know I'd win.
That's not the point.
That's the problem.
all right. Okay. Just getting this set up. But in the meantime, if you're just shopping, Corda, you can open up the thing yourself, and it should work okay.
Okay. I'm doing just shopping at the tattoo shop.
Perfect.
Namely, the Eldritch Claw tattoo, so that my unarmed strikes are considered magical and have a +1 bonus.
Ooh, okay.
Nice. Such a good tattoo.
I'm just gonna buy that now.
Yeah.
I also have a question about the barrier tattoo. The barrier tattoo says that when you're not wearing armor, the tattoo gives you an armor class of 12 plus your dex modifier. Obviously, barbarians get dex and con. Would that make my armor class 12 plus dex plus con with the barrier tattoo?
Sorry, repeat the question, because that was a lot of information.
It's a lot of weird numbers, yeah. So barrier tattoo sets your armor class to 12 plus dexterity.
Yeah.
Because barbarians get unarmored defense, when I have the barrier tattoo, would that also add my con as well as my dex?
Yeah, should do. Yeah, because it's not armor.
In that case, I will get the barrier tattoo as well. Corda's going to come out with some tats that you may or may not be able to see underneath the fur.
Well, they've definitely shaved you where your tattoos are.
I think the Eldritch Claw tattoos have like some like weird, creepy looking markings by her hands, and then the barrier tattoo is like probably something on her back.
Cool. So we'll say your tattoos, like they've shaved it for now to tattoo it on, but like as your hair eventually grows back, it's just going to color the hair in that area into that shape.
So that's going to make my AC 16.
Ooh, all right.
Nice.
And then my unarmed attacks are now a +1 bonus with the Eldritch Claw, and they're magical for the purpose of overcoming resistances.
Nice.
And that is all the shopping I wanted to do.
All right. So what I'll do is, and then move y'all down here. So, as you go to the to the jewelers, you do pick up your gilded acorn. They dipped it in molten gold and sprinkled in a few spare little gemstones into it to make it a little bit fancier.
Thank you. I'm going to use this to propose to a squirrel, so it will become my familiar.
That is the...
That's adorable!
Prepare... Okay.
You know...
As soon as Kashan's out of earshot, he starts laughing at his own stupid joke.
You can you could see how uncomfortable they were when you said that as well. Like, all right, and then Corda, you wanted to go back to the shady dealers.
I do just imagine while this is going on, I'm carrying Wakefield's body. He's dead.
We can put him on autopilot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll put him on autopilot. It'll just follow you all around.
Follow. Fair.
Okay, yeah. So you arrive back at Grim Business.
Right. So, Corda greets the fella at Grim Business and says, "I've got a question I'd like to ask you about your buying practices."
Oh, there he is! Autopilot mode worked!
He's right.
Hey, well, as far as above board goes, we require the proper paperwork for any livestock you might be selling. And like he starts listing things off, and then he says, "But if we're going, under the table," he just says. He leans in and whispers, "I'll just buy whatever."
Corda's leaning in and whispering as well. In that case, how much would you pay for the skull of a dragon?
Oh, you're serious?
Dead serious.
Well, we could certainly give you Around about 2,000 gold.
2,000.
See, it would be higher, but I am aware of a very specific dragon skull that has been stolen, and it would be very hard to shift that merchandise.
I was gonna try and argue, but I think that's a fair price given the risks. So, you can what? If I get my hands on this particular dragon skull, I know where to put it.
Oh, you don't even have it yet? Ah, alright. Well, sure. If you find it, bring it to me and we'll figure something out. Otherwise, I do have contacts in other towns and other cities where you may get a better price, because it's not going to be so widely looked for in those areas.
Other towns? You wouldn't happen to know about a town called Shivergard, would you?
Ah, Shivergard, aye. That is on the never eat shredded wheat on the west side of
What?
that's how we learn our
I love the idea that guy did that in character.
100%.
Soggy waffles.
Never eat shredded wheat. Yeah, so it's on the west side of Öskular. Sorry, brain's gone fried.
Is that a far journey?
It's a few days, 3 or 4 days, I'd say.
Right.
I do. Let me see. I'm pretty sure I've got a contact there. And he takes out a book, and he takes a little look through, and he says, "Aye, well, if you happen to be heading that way, there's plenty of other towns in the way, but I do have a friend at the temple there. But you would get a better price at the cities, I'd say."
A better price. So you reckon here would be a better place to sell? And you're not just saying that for your own business, are you?
Well, I mean the other cities. As I said, they're my contacts. I'll probably get a cut if it went to them anyway. So I'm talking Oskhamar, Kultverk, or Ericsson.
Selling another city would probably be good for the price, but as you say, keeping it on the down low would also be good, wouldn't it? Sure, Oskhamar is a big place, but if any of those bigwigs catches wind that the skull's missing, the other cities might be the first place they start looking. Could present a wee bit of a trouble for you and your contacts, wouldn't it?
Aye, perhaps. Well, as I say, it's up to you. You get a higher price at other cities. I'll give you a lower price here. That's the best I can do.
You've done me a service regardless today, mate. I appreciate that.
Have I?
He's got a big toothy grin.
Oh, you're not friends with that cannibal, are you?
It depends which one, to be honest.
Oh. Never mind.
I joke with you. She leans in closer, like between you and me, they're a bit of a roof, you know.
Oh, right. Oh, well, that's great.
This guy's fucking like, this bitch is weird.
He's like,
Whatever you do, don't tell him you ate the soup I served.
yeah, he's basically like backing away as you lean in. But yeah, if that's it. Well, Wakefield. Yeah, we still got here. So
Also, that is all. Drum did ask if they could roll perception to see if they overheard that conversation.
oh, 100%, yeah.
All right. Nope.
Oh. 10. Well, no, because of the whispering.
Yeah.
Nah.
Probably heard bits and bobs, but nothing important.
Yeah, I just heard you two talking, like, just murmurs.
You would have heard, I'd say, the first bit, which is basically just,
Like
I
introduction.
want to know your buying practices, and then
Yeah.
we go into whispers after that. So,
So my question is, if you're focused on like listening in, would Corda notice you as she's exiting? She wouldn't be actively searching for anybody. She'd just be like passively coming out.
oh well, then in that case, Anna, you can roll stealth, and we'll go by Corda's passive perception.
That would be
Okay.
13. A DC of 13 for you.
Nope. I'm just rolling middle of the road tonight, boys. What do you think?
Anna, so how does Anna look when like I come out? Is she like very obviously listening into the building?
I mean,
What do you
honestly, I feel like she would just be leaning back against the wall. And I guess even with that stealth check, it's obvious she's not trying to hide. So,
okay.
she would just kind of be standing there and like, so what were you all talking about in there, in those hushed voices?
Ah, Anna, you thinking of buying something in there? Because he's like, got a good price, but why'd you want to know?
I mean, I'd like to know what kind of people I'm working with.
You're working with somebody who knows how to get a job done, that's for sure.
I mean, I can't
Now, come
argue
on.
with that, but why come here about a job? This place is a bit shady, if I'm to be so blunt.
Blunt and narrow-minded. It's these sorts of places that have the best opportunities for business.
What's that supposed to mean? What's wrong with the mainstream places?
As you're talking outside of the building, you see a Goliath dragging a either passed out or dead goblin into that place, into the building.
See
The
what I
main-
mean?
The mainstream places aren't as specialised as these sorts of shops. They've got contacts around, so if we're ever in need of these services, we'll know where to find them.
I mean, I've got contacts too, I guess, just all mainstream. Working in a tavern for almost 30 years, you tend to meet a few people.
Well, and she like puts her hand on Enna's back and starts walking with her. Working on board the high seas in the kind of business that I've been in, you make a few friends, you make a few enemies.
Wait,
So
you're
having
a
a fellow-
sailor?
In a sense, aye, in a sense.
I like to imagine she like is looking nervously saying that. You mean
Let's
you didn't
go.
notice the anchor?
Let's call me a sailor, aye, as if the anchor never gave it away for you.
Well, for all I know, that could just be something you grabbed in your stupor.
That's true, that's true.
Fair enough.
Yeah, she's walking with her hand on Enna's back. It's like, when you're out in the high seas, you make friends, you make enemies. It's important to have the right friends, isn't it? And that fella in there, he can be a very good friend that can help us get very good things.
As you're walking away, you see the Goliath leave without the goblin.
I don't know. This is all just. It's a major change of pace for me.
All of this is a major change of pace for everybody. I've not been on the ocean in a wee while. I feel like my legs are about to give out because I've not touched a ship. It's a big change of pace for the lot of us. We have to make different choices sometimes. You need to pull up your bootstraps, okay?
It's just been told.
Now you're talking my language. Being someone who's worked in taverns, especially with dwarves, the things they'll make you do to have a good night.
Oh, God.
Not in that sense. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Who are you talking to?
It's just a gnome walking past overheard you. Went, oh, God. Right, so we
That's
have
funny.
Wakefield, you are with Kassan and Sigurd at the moment in city centre. Just as a quick recap, you saw someone walking past that was a prisoner being brought to the prison, and they recognised Sigurd as the so-called Cliffwater cannibal. And there's some people are kind of giving Sigurd some weird looks at the moment. But we're also just, if you need anything from any of the shops, you can do so now. Otherwise, we are heading to the Adventurers Guild.
Guild.
Mm-hmm.
First things first, White, is your microphone work?
Yes.
Okay, because I know you have some troubles with it.
Yeah. I was trying to do something last time. Did not work. To the regular old voice.
That's right, you were trying to be a robot last week. That sucked. That sucked. Never do that ever again.
The voice changer works really well when it's just on the computer, but when you integrate it into Discord, it does not work for some fucking reason.
I tried
If you
to get
want to use voice changer, just do it yourself.
Calm down, Mickey. Not everyone has talent like you.
He wild shaped his head and Mickey Mouse would have said that.
I'm practicing. Yuck. Although, yeah, no, I agree. Like, yeah, do not feel bad about not being able to do silly voices. That's just like one of my favorite things I do.
Yeah, so if we don't have anything left to shop for, we will. Oh, I nearly brought the things. We will.
Anyone has 9,000 gold?
9,000 slightly out of the budget there, buddy.
Maybe you'll get 9,000 eventually working for whoever it is you're working for.
Maybe.
Let's get the
Wait, is it on the top side or the bottom side?
Oh, so if you were at the shitty dealers, you would have been there as well whenever, or maybe showed up just after Corda was like whispering with the guy. So you can make a perception check if you were at the shitty dealers.
No, I'd stay with these guys.
Cool. All right.
I think we all need to start saving up money to go and buy a docent for Wakefield.
What is a docent?
Let's see if I can share it with the group.
Uh,
How about the City High Forge?
metal sphere
Yeah.
with a
It
bunch
teaches
of.
Wakefield new languages and also revives Wakefield if KO'd or stabilizes him.
Oh, jeez.
And can cast spells.
Honestly, it's not that expensive.
It's only $4,500.
6,
It's a little pricey.
7, 8, 9. How many do I have?
How many want?
10, 11. Okay, I just was going through the row and I forgot what. I forgot the stupidity of the stuff I rolled. And I'm looking at the stuff you gave me, which scares me.
Yeah.
Chat.
Everything that you rolled. Right, so we're at the Adventurers Guild Hall. As you head inside.
Sorry, before the Adventurers Guild, may I ask questions about the tattoos?
Oh.
It says... So, tattoo attunement. To attune this item, you hold the needle to your skin where you want the tattoo to appear, pressing the needle there throughout the attunement process. When the attunement is complete, the needle turns into the ink that becomes the tattoo. So, attunement can only be done during rests, is that right? Or...
No.
Would it have just been applied there, right in that building?
Yep.
Okay, that's good. That's all I wanted to ask.
Yeah, I think attuning the things was it taken.
I don't know how to attune things on this on Foundry, so
That's
unavailable. It says unavailable effects. AC barrier tattoo. So I don't know.
It's probably so. Rules as written, the tattoo and your unarmored defense don't stack on each other.
Jesus, holy fucking shit!
That's silly, but like that might be something D has to go and manually override on Foundry.
I just opened I opened my bottle of fucking Wicked, and I think it must have been pressurized or some shit. Because oh my god, it just popped open. I almost got a black eye from that.
There is something I would like to say that I will not.
Say it, bitch.
It was happy to see you.
No!
Yeah.
Damn fucking right, it was happy to see me.
Listen, the alcohol is always happy to see Corda.
Ah.
Okay, so I got.
Right. Yeah, so just so you know, if you want to change to something in the current, in the new inventory, make sure you're not in edit mode to begin with, and then you should be able to see like little sun symbols on the right hand side.
Yeah.
I've attuned it for you there, but
Okay.
and then
So we'll keep a mental note that my AC is actually 16.
yeah, I'll try and edit it for you. But...
He might have to go and manually override that because rules as written, two different calculations don't combine together. It's dumb. I guess it's designed to prevent like Blade Stinger builds from getting even dumber.
Shit.
Like,
I suppose it's like it's a class feature and then it's on a piece of equipment. So
yeah. So the issue is like both of them say your AC is equal to 10 plus yada yada. Things that do stack will just say add 5 to your AC or something like that.
Let me read the wording of unarmored defense then.
While you do that, where actually would you got 2 tattoos, right?
Yeah, I got 2 tattoos.
Where do you think
It's
it would be?
Unarmored defense says when not wearing armor, your AC equals 10 plus Dex plus Con. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I probably should have mentioned that when you were asking the rules, just because.
No, it's alright. It's up to D. It's nice to know. It's nice to know the official rules, but also the only rules that actually matters is the one that D's agreed. So
Yeah.
whatever.
And it's certainly not broken because Kashan has a 19 armor class because he has magma armor, which is not a normal thing, and he should not be allowed to have that level of armor as a druid. So, like, clearly you're not power gaming your armor class to Kingdom Come or something silly like that.
I'm not playing Baldur's Gate 3.
I have an armor class 50. Good luck.
But yeah, where would Corda get her tattoos?
I said when I was getting them, but Corda, the Eldritch Claw tattoo would probably be like some funky looking patterns on both of her hands, like at the back of her hands that like extend to her fingers. Maybe like weird swirls that like vaguely eldritchy.
Imagine bones.
My hands are fucking shaved!
So
That's true. Yeah.
you,
And then the protection one, I think, would be like maybe a
On your
shield or something on my back.
Yeah.
ooh,
Not
that's
a very big one. It would get covered up in the fur pretty quickly.
So, would that equal 16, just so I'm aware? So I can fix that?
What about
If you're going off of yes, 12 that
Yep.
12 is added, then yes, it would be 16.
Yeah, cool, that's sorted then.
Because it would be the 12 from the tattoo plus 2 Dex plus 2 Con.
Yeah.
Essentially, that just turns the tattoo into a shield that doesn't require a hand.
Yeah,
Which
that's
is
pretty much it.
a magic item of equivalent rarity, so, like, yeah. Mechanically, you could just take the floating shield and reflavor it as the tattoo if there was ever, like, a glitch with Foundry refusing to do something.
Ah, good idea. For now, it seems to have worked.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Right, so, anything else?
But as a side note, you probably won't ever have to change that AC because I do not plan on bumping up my con, so you'll be fine.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, so, anything else before we go into the Adventurers Guild?
That's all for me.
That's all for me.
We're good.
I'm looking stuff over right now.
Alright, well, in that case, I will put us on a break for a couple of minutes while I This stream was made possible thanks to my amazing Patreon supporters, so thank you all so much for your support, and a great big thanks to the Dastardly DMs, Whimsical Wisp and Moxie the Demon.
Use for money now that he's got the best armor that he can find. So,
Oh, never mind. I have 4,000 gold.
What? Huh?
Yeah.
Do you want the docent?
You're shitting, right? You're
There's
taking the piss,
no
right?
way. There's no way.
You don't actually have
So-
4,000 gold, right?
So
I think he's selling his gemstones and stuff.
Wakefield's just gonna take out his 20 gems and then 2 silver coffers. That's around 3,000 gold.
What the fuck, Richard?
Yeah.
Just put it back in.
Yeah, I kind of answered my own question. It's something that we can address later since we're not in combat right now.
Cool. Are you doing that right now?
Nah, at least I don't want to.
What about White? Are you selling your stuff now? Or are you doing that later?
I think I'll do that later. I will wait for some more paychecks.
Yeah.
Okey-doke. Right. So, as you head into the Adventurers Guild, you see an Adventurers Guild member stood in there talking with the receptionist fellow that you spoke with before. The guy that's standing in there is a human, rather burly, hairy man, and he is someone that Sigurd would recognize as being from the Adventurers Guild in Culford.
Oh.
So he turns to look at you, and
Oh no.
Uh-oh!
and he says, Sigurd.
Would I recognize his face?
Yes, you know him. You know him fairly well. Like you've probably been on a mission or two with him, but not like he's not like a good friend or anything like that.
But I know his name.
You ate his ass.
My thing is when he says Sigurd, I just want to respond with his first name.
Right. And just need to get that. Oh. Just get my database up, because that didn't work there. Oh right, yes, yeah. It's Herden.
Hello, Herden.
So he says, so they let you out, did they?
They did?
And you're done with all that funny business you was up to?
I'm gonna walk up close to Herden. I'm gonna kind of like lean into whisper in his ear. Specifically because I don't
you see him
want
quiver
anyone
a bit as you like move towards him.
And I just say, have you watched your entire species kill each other before your very eyes before? And then I back up and I say, yes, I believe most of the funny business, hopefully, is behind us.
I can't say I have. Wrong accent, but whatever.
It's fine.
So,
He was that shocked.
yeah. Yeah, so I've come to Oskhamar to bring you back to the fold. Orders from above.
Anything in particular? Is this for a simple mission, or is this for more of a like just full-time cook thing again?
Well, it so happens that we have some issues at the Coast Watch Hanoi camp that need looking into, and well, we don't have your pop's not here anymore, and we could really use Hanoi with us for something like that.
Do you mind if I bring a couple of extras?
Not at all. More the merrier, as long as you lot can handle yourselves in a fight.
I mean, I haven't had really much of a choice recently, but
well, that's how it starts. Next thing you know, you're signing up for fights, so you know you'll get the hang of it. Don't you worry.
Enna Brightwood, nice to meet you.
Bird and Starcleaver. And he tries very hard to be like overly chivalrous and like takes your hand as he says it, like in a very delicate way, and and like you can see the receptionist kind of like cringe a bit when he does it. As he goes to like basically kiss the back of your hand as that type of greeting, if you know what I mean. It's up to you if you.
Can I summon Mage Hand to kind of just give a gentle like push against his mouth? Just no.
Yes, yes.
I'll walk forward and say, you can give my hand a kiss. I'm actually your nobility, royalty, or whatever.
He'll burn his hand.
Yes, I appreciate the gesture, but with all due respect, sir, I'm not much of one for that sort of formality, I suppose you could call it.
Oh, yeah, very
Let's just shake hands and be on our way.
Yeah, of course, yes.
Sorry, I looked over in the side chat.
What's
He
in
pulled out
Dagger.
arm blade.
Oh,
Kiss my
that's
hand.
my hand, right. Yeah, so he says, yes, of course. He shakes your hand, and he says, look, I really have to get back to headquarters in Coltonburg. I was told that you would be in the prison, and to try and get you out for a few days to do this. But it appears you've been pardoned.
No longer an issue. So, tell him back at headquarters that I will be returning with some friends shortly.
Very good. And as long as all that funny business is behind you, then I suppose we can get back to the good old days.
As he say funny business, I just kind of like give him a slight glare. As I'm just like, I'm already past it. I'm just like, I want to move on.
Yeah, you can tell that like he's very much trying to downplay the horrific things he did.
Business.
But yeah, they've asked for your help with a place, and I've marked it on, and I'll mark it on your map for you. And
Thank you.
yeah, it should be up here. Can you see that?
Oh, we're going that way.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you could go there. You could go there. Basically, options. Anyway, and with that, he picks up his sword and shield and nods to the receptionist and leaves. And the receptionist leans back as if he's been like fucking holding his breath the whole time that guy was there, and he goes, "Okay, now."
I know he's a bit of work.
He's something all right. So, what can I do you for? I heard you went into the mines. Word travels fast. Frankly, didn't think you'd be coming back in one piece, but here we are.
Not a problem for us.
So,
Surprisingly.
find anything fancy?
Hey, just some interesting creatures.
And they're all taken care of then?
Yep.
At least for the time being. Gods know what the hell could pop up next.
Well, that certainly turned into a problem. We're starting to get requests recently from near every town in Oskhamar. There's something going down. But,
Probably undead doing that wee bit. So
it was undead, was it? Oh, well,
aye.
it's a nice break from all that demonic business.
Maybe you mention it is, innit?
Well, seeing as you've completed that contract, and he takes out like a big file and starts going through it and starts counting money up onto the table, and he will, and I'll get y'all to add this yourselves if you can. He will give you 500 gold each.
Oh, dang.
Wait, am I supposed to have 237? I thought I only had 37.
No, he already give each of us 200.
Oh, okay.
He
Yeah,
already
so
did that earlier.
are we getting...
So that's
Oh,
500.
wait, no, that's from the other guy, right?
That's 500 each?
Yep.
Damn, I'm almost back up to the amount that I spent on the tattoos.
Nice.
And I think now I actually have enough... No, I'm short by 300. Okay.
Actually,
It's
could have
lucky.
saved for a different tattoo. But you know what? I'm fine with having this amount of AC. I think this is already pretty good for a barbarian.
Alright. And the last thing while you're in here, as he counts out your money, is Lemmy shows up. and he has with him Runres.
Oh, hello, you two. What brings you up here?
Well, you see, he says that Runres was feeling a bit under the weather and all that. Could we speak to you in private?
Us or the receptionist?
Yes.
Okay. I don't suppose... I don't see why not.
And with that, you basically head back out onto the street, and Lemmy pulls you down a
Alleyway.
alleyway.
He can certainly try.
Certainly try.
He leads you down an alleyway.
Yeah.
All right. So, when you get down there, out of the earshot of any passersby, you see Runres is still very weak and really shouldn't be up on her feet at all, but she says, Have you seen them yet?
Seen who?
The visions.
Visions?
Which one?
I can't say I have. Wait, Sigurd, you've been seeing things.
I kind of like nudge Enna. I'm like, just details. Which ones?
Visions of what's coming. Hell fighting and clawing its way to the surface. And Lemmy puts his hand on her shoulders and he says, Say, Runres, I told you, it's just a fever. There's nothing happening. You don't need to worry. And she says,
No,
I did. I seen it in my visions. She says,
Yeah, Lemmy, let her talk, actually.
But basically, like, she wants reassurance that you lot have seen the same things, and she says, I can sense it. You were taken too.
Aye, that we were.
And you haven't seen it?
Well, I personally haven't, but I thought Kason told us he saw something.
I don't think so. Sorry, it's been a little while.
As far as I'm aware as DM, I don't think anybody's had any visions.
No, like no premonitions or nothing.
No.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
We weren't under it for we weren't under it long enough. We got freed basically instantly.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen visions, but obviously we've seen what is crawling out of hell, so if you're saying you're seeing these things, it might actually be a lot worse than we all first thought it was.
She says, the four flames need to be brought to the mouth of the volcano. Else everything will be destroyed.
Well, sounds like we've got our first lead for what the bloody hell's going on here.
You know anything about these four flames, Miss Soothsayer?
She says, I've only seen them. I've only seen them in visions. I don't know exactly what they are, but all I know is only the Taken are capable of carrying these flames.
Wonder if they'd cook anything well.
Sigurd, now was not the time.
Corda smacks the back of his head.
Ow!
Right, well,
Your skull is now broken.
No! You're gonna have to roll to hit through the Thanoi fat.
So I smack the back of the head, it just jiggles about.
Jiggles. It's just pure jello! It still hurts, but it jiggles.
there are no bones, it is all cartilage.
That would be funny.
But yeah, so
Well,
yeah,
The
basically
floor
four flames.
flames.
thank you,
Yeah.
Andres. That's actually quite helpful for us. Say, do you suppose that you might be able to try something?
Well, it certainly depends. And Lammy says, let the lady rest. And she says, no, if I can help, I want to help. I've done so. I've caused so much trouble. All I want to do is help.
I'm in the same boat here, lass. We both did a lot of things that we didn't want to do while we were under. And now we have the opportunity to make things better, not just for us, but for everyone in Öskular, possibly even the entire world. Since you're having these visions, they might come in handy. Do you think that with these marks that we have on the back of our heads, you could, I guess in a sense, try to picture us in your eye, in your mind's eye, and act like you're talking right next to us? We should be able to actually communicate through these things. Kassan did that while we were down in the mines.
I think so. I think I can do that. Yes.
Right. I understand if you don't have the strength to do it now, but if you're having these visions, they might help us while we try to save Öskular.
I will do my best.
Get some rest, dear.
And Lammy is going to bring her back unless anybody else has anything they want to say.
Not at the moment.
No.
Okay,
Uh-uh.
I was gonna say something, but I'm like, I don't want to be smacked.
You smart, yeah. Don't want to be a smart ass.
Sigurd starts to open his mouth and Corda just raises a backhand.
Funny thing is, he has more strength.
and like, you know, you don't know if he's going to eat that hand or not, so.
Anyway.
Right.
No, I'm not a fan of it.
So,
Right.
you see as Lemmy brings Runress away again, and you are left in the alleyway to do as you please.
What time of day is it?
It would be
Inside a mountain.
yes. So obviously there's no daylight or anything like that, but yeah.
Well, no,
it's,
I'm not worried about the daylight. I'm more worried about the traveling and stuff for time wise.
Right. Yeah, it's morning, 7 o'clock.
Oh wow! Oh,
all that happened in the matter of like 2 hours?
No. We went down there like late, I think, at night. So essentially, what happened is we were there all night, and we came up,
Damn.
and now we're in the adventures.
Yeah, because like I'm almost tapped out of spell slots because we haven't had a long rest since we left the mines.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be fine.
Oh, you might.
Mon kind of like chuckles at that. Yes, my mana is so depleted, glowing visibly with extra magic.
The second that he says mana, Sigurd is just gonna kind of smack him on the back and start laughing.
Everybody's just slapping each other.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you all are much more used to this than I am. The most I've
Well-
ever had to exert myself is rush hour.
In theory, we could, if it is this early morning, if we wanted to, we could kind of make camp on the outskirts of town and rest for a while, and then leave mid-afternoon if you desire.
Well, yeah, allergic to an inn.
A wise decision.
Use allergic to an inn or something?
Of course not. I work
you-
in a tavern inn.
Do you know our reputation in the city?
Yeah, they housed us once before, they can house them again. You could make them an offer. Yeah, you could make them an
But
offer
one is
they can
free.
refuse.
But one is free and the other one costs money.
Well, what about the fiery flagon?
We could go back to the fiery flagon if you desire.
I mean, I don't know about you all, but I think I would much rather prefer to stay in the bed while we have the option.
Well, that question is, what are we doing after we wake up?
You guys,
Well, I mean,
As far as I know, I have to go deal with this Thanoid problem up at the Coast Watch camp. But what you all, I guess, is... I guess I didn't really think about it when I mentioned it. I kind of just thought we'd all go there.
I mean, I hate to say it, but I think we're all kind of in this together.
If it wasn't already made apparent, let me just say one thing. I'm almost 90% sure that whatever is going on up there is related to this. As before I blacked out, I did have some, let's say, unpleasant dealings with devils.
Thing happened with me over at White Bell. Honestly, if we have a lead, we might as well take it. Who knows, maybe we'll find one of these 4 flames while we're out and about.
What, you think they're just gonna pop up on a wee silver platter for us?
Well, not necessarily, but we can't just sit here on our asses. You yourself said I have to pull myself up on my bootstraps.
I'm gonna go over to Corda and I'm just gonna like say, I bet you the Adventurers Guild will pay handsomely if we deal with this issue.
And it wasn't even the Adventurers Guild that offered it.
Who was?
That fancy fella that spoke to you.
The one that works for the Adventurers Guild.
You'd probably swindle something out of him a wee bit. Those pauldrons they had looked pretty expensive.
Corda, look at it like this. As Enna pulls out White Bell mead. If you keep working with us and helping us solve this issue, I'll keep buying you drinks.
enabling alcoholism nice.
This is literally like, would you do it for a Scooby snack?
Literally! Literally.
She looks, give me that map. He's the map. And she like takes the map over and looks. That camp that he pointed out, that's way up there. Shiverguard's in the opposite direction.
What are we going to Shiverguard for?
That I caught wind that I put one of my cruises there.
Huh. Interesting. Well.
I'm sorry, I have to interrupt. You sounded exactly like a Minecraft villager there.
Huh. Microphone does that. Apparently it does it from time to time.
I don't know who it is, mind you, but might be the captain, you know? Could
I
be
mean,
something.
there's a dock down there, so it would make sense. Unless, fortunately, this news seemed pretty urgent. Otherwise, I would recommend we could go down there and just catch a boat around this top side, but I don't know.
Well, and she closes the map. Here's a proposition for you. The Adventurers Guild had one of them posters up for a missing dragon skull. Now that dragon skull, if we get it, it could fetch us a pretty price in some of these towns.
And I roll insight to see if that's what she was talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a 21.
I'll let Holly decide what you get from that.
So why are you rolling insight, sorry?
Because of the fact that you said a dragon skull can fetch us a pretty price in some of these towns, and you just said that Grim Bounty or whatever the shop was called could be of good service. And it's just putting 2 and 2 together in her mind.
Yeah, you probably didn't even need to roll for that. It's pretty obvious at that point.
I just wanted to roll to see if it actually happened.
I feel like she would bring that up, and then Anne would probably be like, "Oh, you're fucking kidding me."
I mean, Anna's not gonna say anything, but now she kind of has an idea. So you were talking business.
The dragon skull can fetch a pretty penny, and that can get us a many of things, including easy transportation. If it's a boat you're after, then a dragon skull can pay for that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the business up here was probably urgent. We probably don't have time to go all the way to find the skull, go all the way down to Shiverguard to get the money, and then take the docks all the way around. That would take at least a week.
Well, that depends on how far the skull is from the city.
I'm imagining the skull is in the city somewhere.
It might be under our very noses without us even knowing it. Think about that.
Sigurd's just standing on the skull.
A mountain of gold ready to be swooped up and sold off to the right player.
Hate to break it to you, Corda, but I have no interest in money.
But you do have interest in getting up there, don't you?
What'd you say, Anna?
Oh, Anna's getting on board. Anna's seeing the benefits of criminal life.
Not necessarily, but she does understand the need for money. But you do want to get up there, right? Might actually be quicker to take a boat than it would be to huff on foot. Plus, we wouldn't have to deal with people trying to come after us, thinking that we were still under the influence or whatever else is out there in Wild.
As much as I would love to agree with you on that, and Sigurd is gonna specifically reference the map. The camp is around roughly 100 kilometers away. To get the skull, go to the docks is 100 kilometers. Then to take a boat, it's another 200 just to get around the top. 80, almost like 50 to get across it, and then another 100 down. So you're basically quadrupling the distance to get a boat.
You think we're using a boat just for one thing? A boat's not a one-time investment. Plus, with my skills on the sea, we could cut that time down by a big margin, you know?
Okay. You think that the dragon skull is going to be enough to buy a whole boat?
Trust me. I know it.
It tells me she has connections.
Counterpoint, we're wealthy enough now to get spell tattoos, cast Find Greater Steed, to summon an army of Pegasuses.
Yes!
We can ride off into the sunset riding Pegasuses.
Pegasi?
Like, as soon as y'all were talking about, like, you know, different, like, transportation methods, Kashan's just latched onto that and is completely oblivious to the greater connotations of your conversation.
You know, that sounds amazing, Kashan.
Well,
I do
in the
think the boat
meantime,
would
are
come in
you
handy, though.
you want to have this conversation in the tavern while you have a long rest or anything like that, or?
That's what I was imagining.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. That makes sense for the conversation to happen.
Yeah, I definitely think so.
So out of character, I'm down to do anything. Obviously, Corda wants to go to to Shiverguard, but like me personally, I'm fine with going anywhere.
The only reason I'm hellbent on the Coast Watch camp is because I feel like it's one of those time things where it's like if we take too long going to all these different places, I feel like something worse will happen.
Well, now that you've mentioned it, it's definitely going to happen.
Yeah, that's on me.
Dude, God is literally right here listening to us.
Now, don't give God suggestions, okay?
I like it when you call me God.
there.
Do it more.
Stroke his ego a bit harder.
No, he's not God. He's a random gnome that just happens to listen to our conversation.
I imagine it would be the coolest thing if like a DM actually had like just a gnome in-game representing him that was like ephemeral and was always just watching the conversation. But it's just him in-game.
It's just
literally
the little
that fucking
Mario Kart thing.
Yeah. Quick
Oh my
question.
god, yeah!
Can we go through this pass, or is this pass blocked?
It's that fucking thing where it's like, oh yeah, we'll talk about this. Oh, what the fuck? Did you see that? Was that a gnome? What the fuck was that?
That's a mountain. I think we have to go around.
This right, yeah, right here.
Could try and make your way up that. You would. Like, that's going to be quite dangerous.
Might lose a Grimble on the way there.
Good thing we don't have one this time.
Right, so. Right.
The also question is if we could take the boat through the river.
That is true, actually.
Like, I wonder how wide that river is. I know there's a bridge here.
It'll be wide enough for a boat.
There you go. The boat could actually go through that river.
Like,
We can go to Shiverguard, get a boat, and then take a... Yeah, like what you said there, White. Even if the boat's not big enough, we could make sure the boat has a rowboat on it, and then like leave the boat here, and then pay somebody to guard it, and then ride the rowboat down all the way. Maybe stop by Frostholm, and then walk the rest to Coastwatch Camp.
And we do have a friend down here that could already look after it.
We have a friend there?
Mm-hmm.
Am I forgetting something?
No. You haven't met him yet, but Hassan has a friend there.
So somebody move the party. I'm going to move the party back to Oskhamar.
Yeah.
Somebody move this like 50 kilograms.
Wow, we're already on our way!
Right. Can I just get a quick thing? So, White, did you use your free inspiration thing in the last thing? I think you did.
Yeah, I did once.
Okay, right. So, White and Kazan, during this long rest, because both of you had used your mark.
I'm in danger.
Because both of you had used your mark during your long rest, while you are either asleep or in sleep mode, as it were, you both get... Actually, I'll get you to roll me a D20. The White will give me a D20 with disadvantage because he used all of his things.
Oh no. Sean rolled the 4.
Alright.
I rolled 12.
Cool. Alright, so, yeah. White, you get some like flashing images in your mind. You see colored flames, a blue, a purple, a kind of turquoise, and a red. And you see hell rising, but it's all like almost like a very quick slideshow. Whereas our pal Kassan, you get yours is more vivid, and you see, and like basically you realize like afterwards, I guess, that these are the what the woman was talking about. But Kassan, you see these flames as well, but you see them in motion, and you see the armies of hell planning to retrieve them. whether or not this is current or whether it's in the future, but you see the armies of hell like traveling to locations of these.
Bless you.
Thank you. Sorry.
Let's see.
You're fine.
And you're allergic to it, so you sneeze. So, yeah, you see the armies of hell traveling to the locations of these flames, these eternal flames, and you find that they are in lighthouses around the coast. You also see the possibility of hell rising up. You see demons and devils fighting now on the surface of Öskular instead of just in the hells. And the last thing that you see before you wake up is that you are actively working with the devils, and your mannerisms, the way you act and move, are so alien to current Kasan that it would basically wake you up from this nightmare with in a sweat. And that's basically the end of the long rest at that stage.
Alrighty. Yeah, Kashan wakes up with a startle and just kind of mutters to himself, "Lighthouses. Lighthouses. Lighthouses." Let's write it down somewhere.
Are you alright, Kason? What's going on?
The lighthouses.
Lighthouses.
The lights.
Writing it out. Lights. Okay.
We are looking for the lights.
Yes.
They're in lighthouses.
Ah, you mean the flames?
That's where the lights live.
Yes.
Lights. The flames. Okay, lights, flames.
Yes.
In
The
lighthouses.
hells are breaking loose. I am becoming more demonic.
Mm-hmm.
I am very tired. And I'm going back to bed.
Do you want something to eat first?
I presume this is in the middle of the night. He wakes up at the start. And then just kind of back.
It's the middle of the day.
Well, I don't mind if you want to sleep until the morning, have your long rest through to the next
Oh,
day.
if you wanna-
We don't have to
okay, yeah.
do
Oh,
full.
that's
We can
fine.
do
A
like
whole
8 hours
20
if you want.
Yeah,
So
we can just have
yeah,
we can just have downtime and then leave the next morning. That's
Yeah.
fine.
24 hours.
Does this imply that Sigurd and Kasan are sharing a room?
I thought we talked about that last time.
And they were roommates.
Yeah,
Oh my! I actually don't remember.
I could have sworn.
And do you know what it was? I'll tell you, it was Hassan gave a spare key to Sigurd so that they can check on Hassan, and Sigurd's just in there.
Sigurd is just like, this is now spare room.
I forgot about that. Oh
Sigurd's just
no!
sleeping in there with Hassan. I want to know who's on the bed and who gets the floor.
I get floor.
I will say, if we are planning to leave town, Kashan is going to do one last bit of shopping.
Same here.
Heading over to Inferno Inks.
That's
fucking
exactly
love
what I
this
was
shop.
heading over to.
This tattoo shop's the goat.
It is. Really is.
I am becoming more demonic. That means that I am being thrown off of my internal balance. I can't add more celestial, but with my druidic powers growing, logically, the other way I could balance myself out is with the shadows. And Kashan's going to try to buy the Nowhere brand tattoo in order to go and increase his stealthiness, so that he basically he can become absurdly stealthy by shapeshifting.
Oh.
It was either that or get the 4th level spell rot tattoo and get a Pegasus. But, or actually probably a Periton, because that's just a weird-ass monster and it looks really cool. But I feel like this is less disruptive to gameplay compared to having a big-ass mount who's resistant to all damage and has fly.
I'm going
True.
to...
I mean, yeah. You can get whatever tattoo you want.
I need bread.
I cannot get whatever tattoo I want. It's not opening.
Oh, it's not opening? Oh, I wonder if it's like based on time of day.
You've been barred.
Well, that would make sense.
Does it open now?
I'm switching back
No.
over.
How much do I have?
Now it is.
Wait,
Oh,
wait.
why did it work for you and not me?
Where is it?
You've been barred.
Been barred. Okay.
Yeah, I can't
So
open it.
then, I'm also...
I can't open any of them.
Make sure you have your token selected thing on and then double...
Okay, I had the frickin' ruler.
Mhm,
That explains
mhm.
it.
I did the same thing, it's okay. We stupid
you.
together, that's okay.
Stupid scroll.
We don't.
Stupid Scott.
That said, Sean is going to go ahead and turn to Enna and just kind of like drop off his remaining 185. You've been a fantastic support mage, but you do seem quite defenseless. I suggest you do something with that. If you want my magma armor, and Kashan just like kind of like drops it in Emma's arms.
She almost goes down with it. Oh,
Yeah.
that's mighty kind of you, but I've never worn armor before, so you keep it.
All right. Well, they were selling strange protection tattoos. You may wish to grab one. Consider this an investment in my future health. And he drops off his remaining 185 with you.
185. So that's.
I really
I gotta.
want somebody
I'm
to
bad.
draw.
I'm bad at math. This math is weird. So
Calculator for the
185.
rescue.
Yep. I just pulled up my phone.
There you go.
Damn. I'm still 40 short of the barrier tattoo.
Did someone say they need 40 gold? Sigurd! Anyway.
I want somebody
When
to
did you get
draw-
here?
I want somebody to draw Anna drowning in this massive fucking magma armor.
That what he threw on her?
Would look like a child wearing like a really, really big coat.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, if you conveyed to Sigurd that you needed gold, Sigurd would hand you gold.
I would greatly appreciate that. Yeah.
How much
'cause
do you need?
I'm right now with the 185 Kassan gave me. I'm at 1461. I'm 39 gold short of getting the rare tattoo to bump my AC up to 16.
I'll just hand you 40 gold just to be sure. Because the only thing I'm mostly buying, at least right now, is just ingredients.
Yeah, after this, I wanted to see if we could buy some more potions since we're hitting the road. But I only have 1 gold, so that's up to the rest of the party.
Yeah, so,
we have 2 fantastic healers who are both now well protected against random attacks.
I want to buy a potion of love.
Holds out his fist for a fist.
Corda, do you have your eyes on someone?
You throw that at somebody's face, you make, like, they fall in love with you, you get to do a favor for you. Easy.
I have something that you can throw on someone's face too. It's called Devil's Powder.
wouldn't recommend that.
I got my fists I can throw in someone's face.
Okay, well, I guess if that's what everyone's doing, just do the
Wait,
subtractions, and that leaves me with.
Potion.
Oh.
Wait a fucking
What?
second. Wait
What
a
happened?
fucking second. Potion of growth.
Oh no! Alright, well, while Corda eyeballs that, if that's the case, I guess just subtract the gold from your thing, Sigurd, because I am.
I already
buying...
did.
Yep, I'm left with 1 gold piece.
Nice.
This might not be worth the investment, but fuck it.
Oh no!
Yeah, casts enlarge, basically.
Hey,
I'm
a
just-
drink. You know, please.
I'm just imagining if you had a potion of flight too, and you drank both of them at once, you could literally like just jump up and ground pound someone like Mario.
I can cause an earthquake.
You'd literally cause an earthquake. At that point, you could just carry us over the mountain.
You don't
My
want to cause
question
an
is-
earthquake inside Oskhamar anyway.
Inside a volcano.
Yeah.
Does enlarge produce stat? Can I drink enlarge and then have someone else cast enlarge on me?
No.
I think it does.
Unfortunately not.
Really?
Not
I
the
don't know.
same spell.
I don't know. It's from two different
no,
sources.
but they're not. Yeah, I was about to say it's not technically the same spell because one's from a potion and one's from a spell. I know. I feel like that'd be.
It depends on what D says, let's be honest.
I feel like
absolutely.
only having one instance.
D, do you want me to play as a kaiju?
already close.
I will say kaiju fights can be fun when you're fighting another kaiju.
That's what. Yeah, how do you think I felt during the Hell Giant fight?
So, it appears that the potion gives you the effect of the spell. It's not the spell itself. So yeah, it should stack.
Oh, it does stack.
Oh my god.
If you get 3 levels into fighter and become a rune fighter, you can actually stack even more and be gargantuan.
Oh boy.
Like actually gargantuan.
I'm fine. I want to stay barbarian.
But,
something
for reason,
another day.
I'm trying to
yeah.
get the tattoo to work and it's not.
I will be ready.
Right.
You clicking on the attunement button?
Yeah, it's already attuned, but it didn't automatically set my AC.
Did you take off your armor?
I don't have armor.
Oh. Do you have something else that's giving you armor?
No. It says unarmored +1 dexterity.
Dairy.
Ah, there you
How could I
go.
forget about the dairy.
Have you both equipped it and attuned to it?
Wait, how do I... that explains it. Okay,
Yep.
thank you.
You're welcome.
There we go. I'm gonna pick up this as well.
Alright,
I'm gonna show
yeah,
you.
that's the last thing I needed.
I like how you guys are all like strategically buying what you need, meanwhile Sigurd's just literally buying food.
I mean, that's something else essential, though.
It does.
I
It
think
does
so.
give you temporary hit points. So you know.
Yeah.
This
So,
will...
Kassan, also, I just want to say where I got my tattoo. I'm thinking Enna would probably get it on her, You know, I'm gonna do it where I want to get a tattoo. She's gonna do it on her right wrist.
Yeah.
Not on forehead.
No.
Like getting like Budweiser tattoo in your forehead or something like that.
Nah, she's gonna use it on her casting hand.
Wait, actually, while we're here, who is the tattooist?
We can
The
take...
tattooist is it's an orc.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's an orc female called Kelda. And basically, while you're there, she asks that question. She goes, "Hey, sure you? Are you sure you don't want shit on your forehead? We could have a Inferno ink right across your forehead. I'll give you a pretty penny in advertising."
I mean, I'd appreciate it if we could just stick to my wrist.
All right, fair enough. And that's where we'll leave that. I can imagine Corda maybe saying yes to the.
Probably.
She was under the influence.
If she got the tattoo for free, maybe. Alright, I think I got everything I
Yeah,
need.
as me and Kassan are walking back from the tattoo shop, so how did you sleep, Kassan? You just seemed a bit tired this morning.
I had a prophetic dream. Most of the time, to see the future, I must focus, and it's hazy. This time it was clear as day. I saw the 9 hells break loose, fiends fighting upon this earth, but I also saw where the flames we seek lie. Our lights, so of course they reside in the lighthouses.
Huh. I
will
guess
say
Sigurd was
when I-
right. They are gonna show up on silver platters.
It was disconcerting. Most nightmares fade rather quickly. This one I can still recall with perfect clarity. Including
sound
losing
familiar.
control of myself once more.
Well, that explains what you were saying when you were picking out that tattoo.
I think my ethereal alignment may be out of whack, as they say. I hope that this will provide another layer of protection, though perhaps with my own instability amongst the planes, adding yet another planar source was a mistake. We will see.
Well, I'm not sure what it is, but if there's anything else I can do to help us, apart from keeping you alive and kicking, you just say the word and I'll try my best.
If I vanish, look for my star map and keep it on your person. That's all I can ask.
Alright, can do.
Alrighty.
I imagine as you guys get closer, like back to the fiery flagon, you guys just see Sigurd with like a giant sack that he's holding, like kind of like Santa Claus. Why did you buy 20 things of cheese? You need 5 of them for one recipe. So I thought 4-day trip, 4 days of cheese. Goodness me. You just like,
Where did the red meat come from, Sigurd?
huh? I bought it from the Emporium. I have the receipt.
It took me a second, it just clicked what you meant by that.
And the
Where'd you get that
receipt.
meat, buddy?
I got receipts.
Got all that cheese. Sigurd's preparing us for a good time.
And that's only 4 days worth.
Sigurd pulls out the receipt and he uses prestidigitation to make it go blank.
It's
Anna, why would you do that?
Just tease and love and it reverses the effects.
I just don't want people to think anything weird.
Yeah, like you're walking away, right? You're walking through town with a big sack full
Just-
of red
which
meat
is
dripping blood.
No, I would have made sure it wasn't dripping blood. Although they could probably hear the like weird slosh of it.
Like the meaty
The meat
No,
slaps.
I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
meaty slap.
Right, so now we and then I guess one last thing would be that, and this is, let me see. Yeah, Wakefield, during your night as well, you did get a message from Karu Kujem that asked you to visit a place called Windtide.
I will relay this to the rest of the party. What was it? Wind what?
Windtide. I see it on the region map. It's on the east coast.
Mm.
Never eat shredded meat.
Yo!
Well, we've got quite a few leads to follow here now.
Indeed.
What did
So-
you first?
So, I guess just to finalize, are we thinking about going to Shivergard and buying a boat to take the river up north?
Oh,
I'm all for it.
Out of curiosity, could I roll a history check to see if I would know how much a boat would cost? Like in an exact price?
You know what? I will.
Corda probably
to
knows
see
that
if
by
I-
heart.
Yeah, Corda would.
I would hope
Big
so.
money.
Big money.
Corda's like free if you know where to get it.
Unironically, don't put ideas in my head.
Right, vehicles.
You just got to take it from another captain.
If you're dishonorable.
I'm the captain.
If you've got, if if you're about as stubborn as Corda, then you could pop back to the shipwreck of the rattlesnake and then fix it up.
Right, you can get a rowboat for 50 gold,
Look at that, fucking cheap as chips.
or you can get a. Let me see. A keel boat, which is the smallest sailing vessel that you'll be able to find, for 3,000.
Oh,
Or a long ship for 10,000.
So,
Beyond that, it's a galley, which
did
is
anyone else
30,000.
save their money? Because I still got 900.
man.
I have 1 gold coin.
Oh,
Because
that's
it's
right. You
holding
spent 1,500.
I have a
much?
shiny acorn.
I love. Wait. As you say that about the acorn, Sigurd like looks at you and it's like, "What did she say?"
The squirrel.
The squirrel. Sigurd totally thinks he's being honest.
Was he not?
I have 4,500.
Okay, so if we forgo the docent for now, we literally have enough gold to just get a boat.
Wakefield is just our sugar daddy, apparently.
I mean, he did get the Genasi, so that makes sense.
That's true. He did kill a man.
He didn't kill him. You just teleported him somewhere away.
He sent him to hell. That's totally killing him.
I didn't do it directly, so it's not murder.
So all in agreement of traveling to Shivagard to procure a ship.
Yeah, I think so, because
Very well.
honestly, it would be about the same distance, either trekking it on land and... Oh, I did not mean to move the party. It would be about the same distance hoofing it from land, since we have to go around the mountain range, unless we want to risk that. It would be about the same, a little longer, but honestly it might even be a little more safe going by ship. We would just have to prep.
Hey, fellas,
Yes.
question. How many lights, how many flames are we looking for again?
4.
4?
Okay, there are 4 and only 4 lighthouses that are large enough to be common knowledge.
What's
Yeah,
your point?
I don't know if you noticed this, but I literally was pinging them as Runrest was talking to us.
Oh no, I was still on the Oskhamar page.
No, I know. No, I know. I'm just messing.
Okay, I just want to make sure everyone was aware.
Yeah.
Y'all can actually see the icons and stuff.
Yeah,
on
we
there,
can see
yeah?
the icons.
Yeah, and
They're very beautiful.
they're all different colors.
They're color coded.
Oh my gosh, it's so pretty.
The beacon of Eritzem.
3.
Oh yeah,
Gosh,
another
they're
place
nice.
that would be on your map,
right here.
I guess, would be this, because that's somewhere that Kassan was trying to reach and is aware of. So
Okay, I got an
Where?
idea.
Could you ping it? Oh,
I was,
The
assuming
devil's
I was assuming it was that because that was the newest icon I could see.
I didn't even see it pop up.
So while we're in agreement of heading down to Shivagard, Corda is going to begin rummaging through her cartographer's map case, and I'm going to make use of the map of shortcuts. See if I can successfully find a. She'll like rummage through the map case. It's like, right, let's see. I might have a. Maybe the captain left something in this. Rummaging through. So I'll make a DC 15 perception check. So let's see.
I just want to say, I really
Guidance.
like this lake.
Guidance! Someone smack with guidance! Yes!
There you
Smack him in the face. I'll use
Bring it
tell you what,
better.
I'll use
Wakefield
the,
literally just went, "Hey Corda, don't fuck it up."
I'll use the mark to get advantage on my new on this one.
Oh,
I'm down for becoming hell.
go.
that's a nat 20.
Hey!
That's a nat-
I
You
really,
didn't even need any of that.
I really
That's
needed that
27.
advantage. That's a, yeah,
That's a 27, yeah.
27. We can
That's
find
right.
the shortest shortcut ever.
Yeah.
So yeah,
you-
to recount it, with a success, revealing a map buried in your cartographer's case, noting a relevant shortcut. The travel time is reduced by half while you follow that shortcut. If you succeed the check by 5 or more, the map includes notes on the terrain, granting you advantage on the next ability check you make to travel through the mapped area within the next hour.
You
So basically-
kick ass.
So because I got a nat 20 on that, I kind of have like I have a shortcut to Shivagard, which cuts down our travel time by half, and I also have a few notes about the terrain of Shivagard on the way there. Let's check the notes. Let's see. It just says it's fucking snowy, isn't it?
It's kind of snowy.
So it says, it's got dwarven, human, and elven architecture.
So, you are aware of a... Let me get where... Everything's going wrong. Right.
And there's a
I think
river.
that's it. Yeah. So you are aware of a lake called Vormvatn, which is a natural hot spring on your way there. It is also it has also got a camp next to it. And you're aware of a few towns heading that direction as well, including a caravan that will that can pick people up and basically bring them around this area.
Very nice. This guy's caravan is so fucking important, he makes it on the map.
Probably that as well. So yeah, you're aware of Vormvatn Lake and Ocarina Lake.
Ocarina Lake?
Yeah, down here. I said I absolutely love that.
Oh my god.
When I first noticed it, I didn't even see the name. I was like, oh my gosh, wait, that lake looks like an... Oh wait, it's called Ocarina Lake!
Oh, sorry, I never even noticed that before, that's so cute!
I love that.
We're gonna find Link.
A lonk.
We walk up there, we found a fighter NPC who just goes, yeah.
Wait, so the
Dodge rolls out of the way like it's a Soulsborne.
So the travel time was 4 days, now it's 2 days?
Seems
Damn.
like it. Oh, sorry.
Look what you did, Johnny!
Can someone move us back? I can't click on this. Oh wait, no, I got it. There we go.
Ah, there you go.
So yeah, the travel time...
Straight there, it's about 100 kilometers.
Yeah, 100 kilometers to go to Shivagard, but that would be... The travel time for that would be cut in half because of the shortcut. God knows how there's a shortcut across the snowy plain, but you know what? I ain't gonna fault an advantage when we have it.
Right,
Just
so
Depends if you wanna go to Ocarina Lake for curiosity sake.
Maybe.
Maybe after we get business done.
Maybe after we save the world.
and we can sightsee. All right, so
Could have done that in the last campaign.
Yeah, but then Glass fucking died.
Yeah, and everyone got depressed and went off on their own.
Oh, that's so sad. Right.
Well, we never got depressed. We just, we accomplished our goals and we went.
Yeah, we lived life. You guys lived life. I didn't.
I raised a kid.
Hey, don't blame Barnabas for your death. Barnabas tried everything, man.
I'm not blaming anyone. It was what Glass wanted anyways. He wanted to save the kid.
What, to die? Damn.
Right.
Grim.
So, with that, if everybody's finished all of their shopping and stuff in the city, this is your last chance. If anybody does need anything, you mentioned potions. If anybody wanted to grab that before we leave.
I can't get anything since I'm poor.
Been barred.
Don't
We
worry.
buy
Sigurd will
everything.
make sure the party is well fed.
Okay, doke. And with that, we will begin our movement. So, heading out of Oskhamar, it is currently blizzarding. It's definitely not a word, but there is currently a blizzard, and your visibility is a little bit shot. Travel is still, you can still travel, but you won't really want to travel like directly through the plains of snow during a blizzard, because you will get completely lost.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yep.
Would it cut down on travel time if we got horses?
You will not do very well with a horse in these conditions, but as you stand on the outside of Oskhamar, there is what appears to be a stables just slightly down the road, and approaching, you can hear dogs, and you realize, and most people that have been in Oskhamar for some time, so I guess Wakefield and Corda would probably be the least familiar with this, because Corda's more on the open sea and you're not from here. Yeah, the main mode of travel for a lot of people is sleds with dogs.
Rockland.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
I remember.
And Tannoy will typically use polar bears.
That's a sick fucking mount.
Yeah.
So, quick question. I'll approach and say, so how much for some dogs and a bear, I guess? I just want to see the price range here.
Oh, right. Yeah. So he doesn't have a bear because it's not you would get the bears at like Tannoy camps and stuff.
Gotcha.
But yeah, he would. I will get the price up. So you would probably need a couple of sleds to pull everybody, but
I want dog sledding. It's so much fun.
well, to carry the lot of you, that'll be 40 gold for the 2 sleds and 500 gold for the dogs.
Sold. So for okay, I'll just take out that money out of my pocket. So it's 450.
550.
550. Sold.
And then we do still have enough for that boat, because you said you had, what, 4,500?
Nice. Don't worry, I'm doing all the math.
Nice. Oh no! Have we just made the High Forge turn into a calculator?
Nice.
All right.
I
Okay.
am the calculator.
So yeah, he picks out a bunch of dogs. There's about 12 per sled. No. Yeah, I mean they've got to carry people, yeah, so 12 each or 12 total? 12 total, just because that's too many dogs to keep track of. Right, so you get 6 dogs per sled, and they are all huskies, and basically says, and if you bring the dogs back in good condition, you can claim back 250 of that gold.
Don't worry, won't be coming back for a long while.
Fair enough. And as you are leaving, you see that there is only one dog left that isn't capable of going. It is another husky, but this one's got a lame leg.
Fine.
Aw.
He's coming with
How
his.
much? How much?
How
was that,
much?
That one.
He says, "Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. He won't be able to pull nothing."
I'll pull him.
How much for the dog?
Well, if you really want them, 5 gold, I suppose.
I immediately hand him 10.
Okay, calm down. We need the money. I'll give him the
No.
5.
Too late.
God damn it. You little big hole.
He says, 5, come here. And the dog kind of like slowly limps over. He looks kind of old. And he says, he don't eat much, so compared to the other dogs anyway, so you won't need to be feeding him quite as much.
Puppy. What's his name?
5.
He just called him 5, and you realize that most of the dogs are just numbered.
Aww.
You got a doggo, but you've also got, 12 other doggos.
You got 13 other doggos.
Imagine,
Glyph will just say to.
By all means,
You
there's
have
nothing
enough
stopping.
You
There
have
is
enough
nothing stopping Corda from probably pulling a sled.
yeah, that's true.
Honestly, you just rage and you'll just
I chuck the hill giant strength potion. I rage. I do an athletics DC like 20 check, and I can fucking sprint across the snowfield.
for
I
for
believe
6
it.
seconds before your rage ends.
Yeah. No.
Slow
All I
wins.
have to do is just keep punching her, and I only do 1 damage, and I also need health potions. It works.
Sigurd is literally just mush.
Yeah, but I don't use a whip because a whip does more damage. I just like
Oh, you won't use a whip because of the consequences. That's why.
You know what? Sigurd will do what it takes to get it done.
All right, so you get your dogs. They are the fella at the stables, as it were, explains to you how to basically attach the dogs to the sleds properly and make sure that they don't detach, because if a dog detaches, it's getting left behind, that kind of thing. And he goes over like some basic safety precautions, and it's clear that he's been in trouble before for not doing it.
Yeah.
And the last thing is he explains that you will need to feed them animal feed once a day each, which will come to, I'll just get a calculator up, so that's 13 multiplied by 0.05.
I'll tell you right now, I'm gonna buy a 20, so make the calculations for 20.
You're gonna buy 20 what?
Dog feed.
Oh, okay.
Just to make your life easier.
Sure. Alright. So that is, it's 1 gold per 20 dog feed, so...
20 gold.
Oh, I can actually even cover that.
Wait, it's 1 gold for 20?
Yeah, which would cover you like a day and a half, so if you wanted 4 days worth, for example, just get 4...
Wait, does 1 dog feed 1 dog, or all of them?
1.
Oh, then never mind.
If it's 1 feed, like a gold for 20 feeds, then that's like 1 gold to feed all dogs for a day.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I guess let's buy 6. Is 6 good for 120?
I mean, that'd probably be
Yeah.
a lot, but at the same time, I guess we still want to prep even with the shortcut because we don't know
that's
what
10
kind of
days.
weather we could be dealing with.
That's 10 days worth of food for the dogs.
Okie doke. I will.
I can also conjure food if necessary. Good berries should, in theory, function even on obligate carnivores. In theory, I have never had to actually confirm that myself.
Yeah.
So how many did you buy? 120?
Yeah, so
Alright.
that's 6 gold.
Awesome. Alright, that is in your inventory for now.
Oh, cool.
And it is 1,200 pounds of food, apparently. But good thing we're not using weight anymore. Right.
Corda can carry it.
I can't carry it, but I could do this. Once we, I'm gonna waddle my way away from everyone. Once we get away from him, I'm going to take out, my nightmare out of my coat. He has a saddlebag. I'll just toss that in there.
What did he pull out of his pants?
My nightmare.
So
Of
what
course.
I'll do is bring
Is
it
that what he calls it?
You mean the pseudo dragon?
No. A nightmare, the fire horse.
Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare.
Oh.
There.
There you go. There's your nightmare.
So,
But
the
do you not
party
know
has
how to hell?
two-
Do you not know how to fucking Satan horse?
Thank
Come on,
you,
dude.
So the party has 2 sleds, and I have my horse.
Yes, and then while we're here, I'm work. Yeah, alright. Gonna have
Oh damn! You took away my smoke. I just noticed. You shit.
All you gotta do is like light a fire inside you.
I am
Eat some,
fire.
yeah, eat some coal.
What happens if I do this? Nah, nothing.
We got a bunch of doggos now. Jesus, the fucking flaming horse.
Good where? Oh hey.
Oh, what's up, man?
so
Which one is 5?
5 is going to be, if I can get it to...
Oh! Oh!
Yeah, the boy's here.
Oh, hi, Kuth. I don't like the fact that he has magic charged at all times.
He's anticipating us.
Can I pet that dog?
Yes, look at him.
I think petting the dog should give us temporary hit points.
And just endorphins.
Emotional support.
Yep.
Emotional.
What is it? Heroism points. Heroin.
Where
What was like a one Futurama joke where it's like, you have hero flowing through your vein, and you have heroin flowing through your vein.
I've never watched it.
Wait, sorry. What did you just say? I kind of blanked out there for a second.
I'm addicted to heroin.
that's the gist of it. Where?
Or that has a lot of demons.
You and Sigurd both.
And half of us, apparently.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find something really quick.
This is my nightmare. There's many like it, but this one's mine. as it bites down my hand. Oh, it's loving me.
More burn all over your fucking hand.
So, just so everybody's aware, is a nightmare by, like, flavor only. It doesn't have the stats and stuff of a nightmare.
Okay.
Because that would be fucking insane.
I've never seen one in a game ever, so...
I've only seen one in Curse of Strahd because
Yeah.
one of my players was a Circle of the Shepherd Druid, but she reflavored all of her shepherd forms as being types of horses. So I had one of the dark gifts be a nightmare, giving a nightmare 4, which would let her go and cast Firebolt, both as a cantrip and then basically with a bonus action once per turn.
Oh, that's really cool.
When I play Curse of Strahd, I actually played as Papaya Man, and I actually had him take the Dark Gift of Spider Climb, so now canonically he just has an eye in the middle of his forehead, but it's hidden by his hat.
White, what was your dog called in the previous game?
Don't
Dee Dee.
remember.
Diamond Dog, yeah.
Diamond Dog.
Let's see if that's...
So what's your nightmare's cutie mark?
Damn it. Yeah, I can't find him. Doesn't matter. Right, so we have... I will just give him a different doggo, and that will have to... Right, so that's 5 for now. He is... resting by the fire. Right. So basically what we're gonna do is every time that you come to your come to camp from now on, you will see your friend Kuth here, or Kuthtak if you prefer. So
is he actually there, or is this like a psychic projection thing?
No, he'll be there.
Fucking withers.
Yes, exactly. But this is just for now, just showing you that we have all the dogs and we've got the horse. But for now, we are traveling by sled. And does anybody have proficiency in land vehicles? I know we have a water vehicle proficiency, but...
Yeah, I got water vehicle proficiency, but I don't think anybody else has land vehicle proficiency.
I think
if you want to get down to extreme pedantics, we are currently riding atop snow.
Which is water.
Well, no.
Which is water!
It's some form of frozen liquid, so maybe...
Sean is just going to go ahead and cast Speak with Animals. And just turn to the group of dogs. So this is our first time actually, like, piloting one of these sleds. So just keep that in mind.
That lets you can hear that and understand them, yeah. So basically,
I believe I can hear their response. I just cast the spell, so it should be popping up here.
I don't know if Sigurd would have proficiency in it specifically.
Yeah,
you cast.
Yeah, so basically they're all just going go 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 go.
I love dogs.
Doesn't everyone?
You cast speak.
You know that video.
That caught me off guard so much.
I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Oh, don't worry, I'll have it saved somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, you cast Speak with Animals, and suddenly it becomes a lot easier to talk to Sigurd and Corda.
So you travel a little bit before arriving at a small settlement called Skagheim. You don't need any rest yet, so you can travel right past that if you'd like.
Any of us know anything about Skagheim?
You can roll me history.
Let's see. Oh, -1, let's go. -1. Nat 20.
I want to.
How the hell does Corda know about a landlocked town?
I'm a founding member of this town.
Corda,
I want to roll just to see how much I don't know.
I imagine it's like maybe amongst the map that Corda pulled out as a shortcut. It probably has a few notes about the towns. So
I
yeah.
got a 17 still, surprisingly enough.
okay, right. So
23.
yeah, I think everybody except. Oh no, Wakefield rolled a d4, so that was.
That was for guidance.
Go. All right, so yeah, everybody has a bit of kind of information about it then. But it is a small village. Corda, you recognize the name Skagheim, but you're not quite sure from where. You have like a deja vu feeling whenever you hear the name. You also are aware, anybody that got over 20 is aware that this is a place known for its for basically people going missing recently. It would have been listed on one of the Adventurers Guild notices that you saw, that people are going missing from this town, and there are missing children at the moment.
Keep your wits around you. Are people snatchers here? Would they be beasts or monsters? I cannot say.
Skagheim. Why does that ring a bell?
And as you're like moving past it, you can just hear the howling of wolves in the distance, and you Wakefield specifically, I want a perception check.
Wakefield.
Death?
16. You see at the edge of the forest as you're moving past, and I think it would be fair.
Oh.
What's wrong?
Alright, can you guys hear me now?
I
Okay,
can
Yeah, I
hear
can
you.
hear you.
okay, there we are.
We didn't hear you for a while. I just
Oh,
assumed you weren't
fun.
talking.
No, I was talking. That's myself.
So let's see. We have Wakefield. You see at the edge of the forest the wolf that you saw in camp that time.
Oh,
And at the same time, we have Kassan can hear all of the dogs going, wolves, 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 wolves. Detour, redirect. And Wakefield, you see basically like 10 other wolves of varying size appear at the edge of the forest before pulling back into the forest.
I'll point them out and say, do we need more dogs to pull these sleds?
I doubt conscripting them would be so easily.
I think just leaving is probably better.
I couldn't have agreed more. Me and my mom, back when we lived back on the other continents, we hunted and actually ran into a few. They can be nasty.
Yo, what? Out of game, I love nightmares now. I never touch them, but they're so cool.
They are very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so are we moving past then?
Yep.
Yes,
I suppose so.
Alrighty, right. Following, basically, you've still got your shortcut and stuff. Yeah, still got your shortcut, so you don't need to worry about like time. But you're just not traveling directly through the center because blizzard. Yeah. Heading over this way, you arrive at a dig site. There is a set of like ancient ruins, and you see quite a few people stood around it. They are wearing like parkas, and they're like dressed really dressed for the weather, basically. And you see like it's basically like an archaeological dig, as they're like unearthing this as you move past. You can hear like strange noises coming from that direction, including like it's mostly like a high-pitched hum, almost mechanical.
We want to go have a look.
How long have we been traveling on these dogs for? How long has this trip taken?
Not very long. So, how long did we say that was going to take to get down here?
Down here?
Yes.
Sorry, down this far.
2 days.
2 days. Yeah, you've been traveling for probably around 6 or 7 hours at this point.
Okay.
We'll basically be coming down to sunset pretty soon. But you are aware of a camp down by the lake as well, which is a hot spring. So we get to have a hot spring episode.
Oh my god, it's a hot tub stream.
Beach episode.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of a reason, like, me, the player, would kind of like see these ruins, but I can't think of a reason that Corda would be interested in them.
That's okay. I mean, we might end up coming back. Well, we you know, so there's a lot of stuff. I've basically tried to fill the map, so
Could probably check it out on the way back to Oskhamar, because no doubt we'll be coming back here.
And then the last place we reach before it is the end of the day, and basically, well, not quite the end of the day. You know you'll be able to make it further out, but not very far, and it would probably be best to stay here, which is at Camp Bjorngard. As you and your dogs pull up next to this lake that is billowing out steam from its center. You can see it has kind of an island in the middle of the lake where quite a few Tanoi are fishing, and they are, enjoying the warmth of the spring. And you see as you approach the camp that it is obviously primarily a Tanoi camp. So you see a lot of Tanoi and a lot of polar bears. Specifically, this is Bjorngard. This is where they Bjorn, I think, means bear, and basically they are what am I trying to say? They have a very
It's almost 3 a.m. Don't
symbiotic
worry.
relationship with the bears in this village or camp, rather. When I say camp, I do mean it is more like a village. I think both Corda and Sigurd have spent time in Tanoi camps, so you're both kind of aware of the political structure and the hierarchy, and that it's very religious. Not religious, but like its hierarchy is based on like shamanistic kind of rituals and stuff. So the leaders will be the shamans in these camps, pulling up. And as the dogs, begin to lose steam and get tired, you can either head into camp, or you can set up your own camp outside.
Well, I suppose nothing wrong with us just going into camp with them,
Mm-hmm.
I don't actually see anything wrong with that either.
This is where we find out one of us ate 7 Thanoi.
I wonder who. Right. So, heading into.
What happened with the Thanoi? Sorry.
You ate Thanoi, dude. You
Oh, no,
missed it.
definitely.
You missed it. It was fucking crazy. Like, Sigurd blacked out and killed 7 Thanoi and just ate them right there.
Damn.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Again, not again!
Sigurd!
Just that's so Sigurd! And the credits roll.
Oh, you!
Well, Sigurd's just lying bloated in the fucking snow. Alright.
Suspiciously Thanoi-shaped Thanoi.
I'll have you know I'm very Thanoi shaped.
Okay, so you head into town, and you are. Oh well, it's quite late, so there's not a lot of business going on at the moment. But you do see that there is a gathering in the campsite. Very close to the edge of the lake. It seems to be where most of the residents of the of Camp Bjorngard are. As you head into town, somebody from the group breaks off and heads towards you. I have to remember what the Thanoi sound like. I'm pretty sure I just gave them big, deep orc voices, probably. So,
Whoa.
whoa, bye. No, I can't remember. Doesn't matter. Right. So, a person approaches you. It is the village shaman. You will as I said, Corda and Sigurd would both be aware of the shaman just by how they're dressed compared to the others. The shaman approaches.
Ah, hello, shaman.
Also, I guess another thing that both of your characters would be aware of is that the camps are typically female-led, and only the females tend to take on the role of shaman. Right, so, the shaman approaches, introduces herself. Welcome to Camp Bjorngard. Haven't had any visitors in a while. What brings you to our humble home?
We are routing through. We are routing through to get to Shiverguard, and then head northward on a boat.
She says, haven't seen any outsider Tannoy in a while. Tell me, what camp are you from?
I'm from a pretty remote camp up north. Nothing really out of the ordinary. Kind of just.
Must be Coastwatch then.
Not quite. Wait, am I from Coastwatch or am I from one more eastern?
I don't know, dude. You're you.
You're from Clifford.
Where am I from? Oh.
No. I have amnesia.
Wisp is starting to cut out, unfortunately.
No.
Thanoi Forge.
Only
Must be a Monday.
Sunday.
But yeah, so you are from Cliffwater, which it's up to you if that's information that you would want to give out.
I'd probably just say that I'm from a camp not too far from here, or north. I'd just say northeast. I would just say northeast.
All right. Okay. She says. Must be Coastwatch or Cliffwater then. She says, unless there's more. The youngsters are out setting up their own camps these days.
Yeah.
She says
Something like that.
Well, it's actually a good thing you're here because we have a little bit of a disagreement that I think we could use an outsider Thanoi's opinion in to resolve this matter, if you don't mind.
I'm actually gonna be right back.
Okie doke. Hold on, you're breaking up again. Is it
Chase mobile app?
How is it that you can hear the ads in the background, but you can't hear me? How is that even legal? Like, what?
Oh, it's so strange.
It was so strange.
Maybe it's you that's like breaking up. Maybe it's not. It's never been the mic.
My internet's been doing this for the past 3 weeks now, where it just randomly ping spikes.
Hey,
but I say, of course, I can.
Better.
Hopefully.
But you cut out just before you give the answer to.
I just say absolutely. I would love to be of assistance.
All right, heading over to where the rest of the group of Tannoy are. You see a particularly big Tannoy that is dressed unusually. Brynhilder, the shaman, brings you to this large tannoy, and as she approaches, she says, "We don't do things quite the traditional way here at Bjorngard, so this is our chief." As opposed to the shaman being in charge, you instead are introduced to the chief, a very large male tannoy that is covered in scars from head to toe, and probably at this point has more scar tissue than fat.
I feel like Sigurd would decide whether it would be more respectful to bow or attempt a handshake, and I don't know what he'd probably bow, I'm assuming.
You can. Well, I'd say you would know as tannoy what the traditional kind of greeting
is,
would be, and you said bye, and we'll go with that. So
It's jazz hands.
Jazz.
Yeah, you bow down in front of him, and he says,
What have you brought in front of me now, Brynhilde?
It's an outsider, sir. I thought we could use another opinion.
I said no, and that's final.
Well, you see,
I said no, Brynhilde.
Yep.
I was just gonna say, I want to immediately, as I see this happening, I'm gonna like step in between them, and I'm gonna try and like bring Brunhilde like away, and just apologize for wasting his time.
You can see that
assuming he doesn't try and stop me.
No, he doesn't. He shows like he's quite angry and worked up, but like he seems pleased that you're removing her from his presence. Again, obviously the shaman is usually the most respected person in one of these camps, so for you particularly, growing up in a camp where the shaman was the most respected person, you would likely see this as like a really like weird situation and definitely like disrespectful to the shaman.
Yeah. Way out of.
Hold on, you're breaking up again.
So.
I think we have to wait for the ads to finish.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get a?
Be good.
Yeah, you're good now.
Let's see how long this lasts. I'm just gonna take her. I'm assuming I take her out of the building, and as we get somewhat little bit further away, I apologize to her and ask her what's going on.
She says, most of our fishermen, they've gone missing as of late, and there's something in the water. We've got a few left. They're on the island in the center of the lake, but I think they're holed up there now, afraid to come back because of whatever's. I think something's taken them. And she says, and Chief Jan Grimmer won't do anything about it.
Interesting.
Says,
Did he give a reason why not?
He says that they're traitors. They've abandoned us. He won't believe me. But I'm sure I've seen it. Something dark lurking beneath the water.
here we go again. And Kashan is going to go ahead and cast Detect Evil and Good.
Ooh. Right. Let's see. That will aberration, celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead within 30 foot. Okay.
He's just going to pace around the camp with this active for the minute or so that it's on, or however long it lasts.
Sure. What I'll give you is because 30 feet's not going to be like huge in terms of like the entire lake that's next to you. I will give you residual.
Oh, awesome! I was also hoping to make sure like the chief isn't, infected or something.
Oh, I see.
Turned into a fiend. I thought like maybe he's going mad with fiendish energy, or I could detect like if the entire lake is actually water elemental infused or something. But
yeah, I mean, I wish it was. That sounds so good. I mean, yes, it is. Let me see.
It's Randall, the guy from Infinity Train. That's no longer a reference you can catch up on because they deleted it forever. There was water elemental named Randall.
No.
Who was just like able to go and possess an entire world's water supply, and it was great.
That actually sounds really cool.
That is like an Eldritch Horror level power.
Yeah.
He was so dumb he didn't realize just how absurdly strong he was, and so he was just a goofball. Loved him.
Let me see. You, with your Detect Good and Evil, you see that. Do you know what? Actually, that's a good point. I never thought about the celestial aspect of it. I'm going to say that you weren't able to see this before inside Oskhamar, right? Because of all of the kind of fiendish energy that was just generally present the whole time, and it made it difficult.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see just like a very faint celestial aura coming from Enna.
Oh.
But beyond that, there is a residual kind of aberration energy coming from just a part of the shore. Yeah, just like a small patch of the shore in front of you.
Mind Witness Part 2, baby.
Oh, wonderful.
What did you see, Kassan?
I see, for some reason, aberrations. Perhaps something from the plane of chaos. I am a little concerned. I was expecting fiends, undeads, even a celestial. The only one here for celestials is Enna. The only fiend here is myself. There is some otherworldly monster out there waiting our attention.
While you have your Detect Good and Evil on, could I get you to roll investigation on the area that you, like the patch of shore that you see it coming from?
Right, could you repeat that?
Could I get you to roll investigation?
Perception? Investigation? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, we've lost.
Yeah, I cannot guide myself with this since I'm focusing on the spell. Could someone else throw a bit guidance my way, please?
I don't have guidance, but I do have the help action if I can help you look. Or if I can...
Wait,
I don't know.
wait,
what
You've got your own divine sense, so...
Oh, Wakefield got it.
Sorry.
Sorry.
So yeah, you've got your own divine sense that you can help with.
Hey!
I forgot I had divine sense. Hey, yeah.
So yeah, I definitely think you could help out with that since you've got that special superpower.
Where is that special superpower?
Well,
It's a daily ability that you can use a few times per day.
Well, since it's nighttime anyway.
cool. Yeah, so that is a 24. Like, I thought it was a nat 20 there because of the D4, but you got a plus 1 as well. So, right, yeah, you... as you investigate the area, the kind of mix of sand, snow, and ash on the ground, and you run your fingers through it, and you see it kind of like bioluminesce. Like, I'm sure you've seen those videos of like the sand and the water doing becoming bioluminescent when you like run your hands through it. Nobody else can see that except for you and Sigurd with your detect good and evil, right? And you become aware that it isn't like necessarily a residual thing, but rather there are millions of like tiny aberrational organisms in the sand and snow and ash.
That's unhinged.
That's
Sigurd, are
disturbing.
you seeing this shit?
I am seeing this shit, Kassan.
I am concerned.
I'm very concerned.
Guys, ocean's haunted.
Wait, what?
The
Ocean's haunted.
And I'm like, the ocean is haunted with these little creatures, and it's bioluminescent, and
That's not an ocean. That's a pond.
You're both wrong, I love it.
Shit's still haunted.
Stupid squad.
Can Enna take a look, seeing them or hearing them talk about bioluminescent stuff?
Yeah. You can have a look, but without detect good and evil, you actually don't see the glowing. You like, for all you know, they could just be tripping, because you just see them running their hands through the snow and ash and stuff, and just going, "Whoa, it's glowing," and it's not.
Corda, you didn't let them drink any of that white bell mead I gave you, did you?
You think I would ever do that?
Thought not. Right, well, if they're not, I guess they see something. I'm just not sure what to make of it.
Are they good or evil? That's my
Good
concern.
question.
Generally insane. Not good nor evil, just utterly
chaos.
Yeah. I mean, if the detect good and evil actually says if it's good or evil,
It does not. It just tells me what type it is, and then
Cool.
like hallowed and unhallowed ground.
awesome. Right? Yeah.
I'm
So
just going off
just
of
aberration then.
limited understanding of aberrations is they are chaos.
Yeah, they are eldritch
Not
horror,
understandable
and that is my
monsters.
favorite.
Bad juju.
Very bad juju.
You can see this. The shaman, she comes over while you and Sigurd are doing that, and she says, "You can see it too."
Indeed.
Very disturbing.
The chief, he refuses to listen, but you lot look like a capable bunch.
Do you want me to kill it? As the knife hand pops out.
I don't think stabbing it is going to work, Wakefield.
If you could,
Like this, as I hold a shatter in my hand.
she says, if you could kill it, you can kill it. If all I care about is getting that fisherman back. My son was one of them.
Understood. We will attempt our best. But I think after a long day, it may be best for us to recuperate first.
Of course, you may stay at my tent, at my hut rather, and she brings you to a sacred hut. It's one of the bigger huts in the place, and as you think that that's where she's leading you, and especially again, Sigurd and Corda would see this and think, oh, that's hers. She walks past it and brings you to a fairly small one. And she says, Chief Jan Grimmer, he's commandeered my hut, so this is where we'll be staying. And she
Chief what?
commandeers my my hut, the Ansotki, as it were, which is just the name of the shaman's hut. So,
Well, we'll kick his ass for that later. Now, let's recuperate and rescue your son and the others.
she thanks you and says that she will give you like all the gold that she has if you can do this for her. And I think we should end there, if that's already Rue.
That's all right with me. I'm good ending off on Ghost Water.
Ghost Water.
My internet is broken.
Shit's brokey.
This stream was made possible thanks to my amazing Patreon supporters, so thank you all so much for your support, and a great big thanks to the Dastardly DMs, Whimsical Wisp and Moxie the Demon. This stream is sponsored by Patreon Supporter Legends. Are you ready to embark on an adventure in the world of Corda Ren? Join us as we delve into the realm of fantasy and imagination, where heroes are forged and legends are born. With our exclusive Patreon tiers, you can become part of the action like never before. From the local hero tier to the esteemed Dastardly Dungeon Master tier, there's a level for every aspiring adventurer. Unleash the power of iconic characters such as Scorpion from Mortal Kombat, Joker from DC, or even my favourite, Spampton from Deltarune, with our custom stat blocks and character options. Whether you're a seasoned veteran or a novice hero, there's always room for you in our expanding universe. Immerse yourself in a world of intrigue, danger, and magic as you embark on thrilling quests and daring escapades. Join forces with fellow patrons, battle fearsome foes, and claim your rightful place among the supporter legends. So, what are you waiting for? Take the first step on your journey today. Visit visit our Patreon page and become a legend in your own right. Adventure awaits, hero. Will you answer its call? This stream was made possible thanks to my amazing Patreon supporters, so thank you all so much for your support, and a great big thanks to the Dastardly DMs, Whimsical Wisp and Moxie the Demon.